Good evening, good morning, and good night. Welcome to Inappropriate Radio. It's your host, Tashana. Let's get into this. So, hi guys. We are definitely going to get back to the periodic table. I was actually supposed to do one today. I had to ask the creator for permission to actually talk about what I'm going to talk about now. First and foremost, he informed me that someone has been trying to attack me through the podcast. He actually told me this about 2 or 3 weeks ago. For some odd reason, they're trying to get me to not talk about the periodic table. I guess they're trying to see if their magic is working. So the goal is to get me to not talk about what I'm planning on talking about. I don't know why. I'm really not sure where that's coming from. But yeah, he told me that they're trying to get me to stop talking about the periodic table. But this is connected to what I'm going to speak about also. When the creator gives you spiritual insight, right, it's a part of a cycle or a curse that you need to break off, right? He can give you everything but the people who are attached to spells being thrown at you, right? So if he is giving you the people, that's like a bonus, because most of the time he doesn't allow you to see so much into the spirit, especially initially, right? You have to usually go through like a series of, events, just a series of different stages and phases of warfare before he even reveals anything to you. And I mean anything, okay? So if he has allowed you, and I mean not what you think, if you're completely confused about who may be doing what to you, that is a normal component of spiritual warfare, right? Not all the time, because he's handling it. He doesn't need you to add your 2 cents or your energy to a situation that's been taken care of. And even if he does reveal to you who is doing what, it's not that he's not taking care of it, but it's usually a confirmation of what you already thought was going on. He wants you to cut ties with those people in the physical and energetically. And those are usually people that have been overtaken by demonic forces. So not only do you need to stay away from them, you probably need to pray for them and ask the creator to remove any attachments that may have been formed. Sometimes these entities are already in a person's bloodline, so it's really easy for them to be consumed by particular spirits, right? But some emotions, right, or energies can allow these spirits to manifest, like envy, jealousy, hatred, fear. Those are usually the main ones that will allow a particularly low vibrational spirit attach itself to you. Usually if someone has manifested this spirit, it's because of their own thinking and doing. If you have this energy that is connected to your bloodline, either the person before you didn't break it, you're not in the proper energy or alignment to break their energy off, or the creator just simply wants you to experience this spirit as well, right? Because moving forward, we're going to be talking about the periodic table for a while. I just wanted to make sure we have this establishment, right, that I am not shying away from, particular messages, but the creator is nudging me to stick with this periodic table. I'm not sure why. I'm sure it'll come up eventually later, but at this moment, I'm not exactly sure why he's so adamant about us going over the periodic table. So we're going to be resuming to that tomorrow. But just to piggyback on what I was saying, I'm not sure why anyone would try to get me to stop talking about the periodic table. If I had to guess, I would say just to simply try and control me, just a little experiment to see if their magic is effective on this side. And it's crazy because all of the times since we've been doing the periodic table that I talk about something, I always mention it, like, I guess to say, like, it's still in the midst, but the creator wants us to go over something else. So don't think if I'm not talking about the periodic table that your magic is effective, because I had this conversation with the creator about 3 weeks ago. Okay? So it's not you in anything that you're doing, but you can stop throwing the magic now. Okay? Now, back to the topic. When the creator gives you this spiritual insight, and we've talked about this before, but I'm saying in particular, if the creator is allowing you to see who to stay away from, who to pray for, who's attacking you, that is a bonus that you are receiving. And it also is a sign that you're ready for the next stage and phase in your spiritual growth and process. It takes a certain level of maturity to be able to genuinely pray for a person that is spiritually attacking you and giving you the evil eye. It takes a particular amount of physical and spiritual maturity. Okay? To ask, or have pity or some type of solace, right? A need for a solace for someone who wouldn't even care if you died. Because usually when it comes to this warfare, the tactic is to take whatever it is that you have that is making you a target. Right? So if you're a psychic, people want to steal your psychic gifts. If you're rich, people want to take your money. If you're pretty, people want to steal your beauty. Right? Whatever it is that makes you attractive is what your attackers are going to come at you after. Whatever they're coming at you after, that is what you need to protect. This is what the creator gave you as a gift. So, and you're not expected to ward any of this off unless the creator has instructed you. Meaning, your job is to allow God to fight your battles. It is not your job. And some of us have been endowed with the gifts to fight these demonic entities. Go right ahead. If you have been given the gifts to speak against, to pray against, to fast against. If you have the gift of mediumship, right? If you can communicate with dead, with spirits that are earthbound, or they're interdimensional, right? Galactic beings. Because a lot of people don't realize this, but some of us come from darker bloodlines, right? Some of your ancestors are dark entities. And although they are dark entities, they still won't sit and allow you to be attacked by another dark or demonic entity. You see what I mean? So sometimes being connected to the darker side can benefit you, depending on, what's going on and how they're presenting, right, themselves, or just showing up on your behalf. Now, a lot of us, have this misunderstanding that, if I pray, if I fast, if I do this, I won't get attacked. No, God will protect you and cover you from the attacks. What is the most popular saying? We know this. the weapons will form, but they won't prosper. Right? And this can be, geared towards anything, quite frankly. A lot of things that don't look like demonic attacks they show up as regular everyday life. But if someone is sending you chaos magic or the evil eye or creating voodoo dolls and things like that, then if you're not spiritually connected to what the Creator is giving you, you won't know. And sometimes the Creator won't reveal things to you until you're ready to deal with it in both realities. Meaning, some of us fight in the spirit all day long, but we're not ready. We don't know how to function in the 5D and the 3D. Right? So until you're ready to do this thing in the physical world, the Creator won't reveal much. Right? You may have the same prayer for about 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, 20 years, and not even know why you have this prayer. And then once, you get to a certain level in life, God is like, okay, this is what's been going on. And you're like, oh, no wonder why, I've been praying for this and praying for that. And again, we all have our own understanding, of this thing, of spirituality and what's required to elevate, the many different ways and circumstances that, will lead us to seeking the Creator on levels that we've never even known to exist. Right? This is all a part of the plan. This is all by design, because each of these things are clues and lessons that contribute or are contributing factors, rather, to your spiritual growth and process and progress. It is not your responsibility to worry about things that are outside of your spiritual anointing and your spiritual scope. If the Creator laid it on your heart, if the Creator gave it to you, if it's something that He wants to address, sure. But other than that, your job is to keep focused on the Creator until He has given you direct orders to simply stay away from things that have absolutely nothing to do with you. Some of us, have spiritual gifts that will allow us to be able, to fight off certain entities and to pretty much prepare ourselves, for certain environments on behalf of other people. Usually, when you get those gifts, it's because God wants it for somebody else. He wants you, right, to do something for somebody else. He's going to use you to do something on the behalf of others. So again, your job is to simply learn the purpose of your gifts. You don't have to worry about the attacks. Okay? If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you won't even notice. Like I said, you will think that it's something normal, right? Until you come out of it, and then the Creator, or like in the midst, God will be like, okay, this is attack. This isn't you. I need you to take control of this energy in this situation. So don't fret, okay? If it's uncomfortable, it's God speaking usually, okay? But yeah, back to the periodic table. And we might be stuck on that for a while unless the Creator literally says to talk about something else, okay? But I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. I do love y'all. I hope y'all are drinking your water, eating your fruit and your vegetables, and sipping on your own tea because it's free. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all weekend, and I hope y'all have a good up and coming week. Love y'all. Peace.